as well.
Yes.
Valve says that Metro Exodus becoming an Epic Games Store exclusive is unfair to Steam customers. Don't sell on the platform.
Then, I don't know, fucking get better business practices. The fact that they put it on Epic exclusively and then drop the price $10 from what it was going to sell for that's a really nice cause and effect situation.
Sure.
You see the response immediately. People are saving $10. Developers happy. The only one crying about it is Steam. And they can change it. All they have to do is change their profit sharing model.
And this is the beginning of not the end for Valve, but Valve's they got to adapt. See, the problem with Valve sitting fat and happy with no competition is that now they're used to their revenue stream being so puffed up artificially, is that now they have to provide more value, or they're gonna have to lower the price to match. And that's capitalism. So don't fucking whine about it. But now you have some staunch competition, right? Look at me. I'm not siding with the corporation. Well, I'm siding with one corporation, Epic Games. But you know what, Epic Games?
We're just corporate shell stuff.
This is one of the complaints that people have had about the Epic Store is that it's had spotty or no cloud save support, has no mod support, things like that. And there's some defenders who will say, well, it's a brand new store and Steam didn't have that when it launched.
It's by this tiny little baby company that doesn't have tons of money to
certainly
fix
not
this
totally
shit.
backed by Tencent.
Yeah.
But people are saying that Steam didn't have that stuff when it launched either. But the difference is Steam didn't launch in a market with modern Steam.
Steam launched in what, like 2002?
Yeah, something like that. like what was the alternative?
A disc. It was buying a disc at Best Buy
right.
or Circuit City.
There was nobody that had those features. There was no reason for them to implement them additionally.
Yeah.
Now, you can look around at the market and see everybody does that shit. And if you're not doing the same shit as everyone else, you're a downgrade. Yeah, and it feels like Epic just keeps doing that over and over and over again, where they keep buying up exclusive rights to stuff, and I'm personally just tired of it.
At this point, it feels like we've all agreed as a gaming culture that Epic has lost. You're not going to replace Steam. No one's moving from Steam to you, and so it just feels like pettiness.
Yeah.
Like you're not actually providing better services or doing anything interesting. You're just like just
making things worse.
Yeah. It's frustrating.
Wrong. Steam is like a diet monopoly when it comes to PC games, but not because they use like monopolistic tactics or anything. They literally just offer a better service than anything else that seems to come up and literally do nothing and win just by being better than all the competitors that try and enter the market. Developers and players just naturally gravitate towards Steam. And then there's things like the Epic Games Store, which I think did try and employ monopolistic tactics to compete with Steam. Epic Games Store, I don't know if you remember, was trying to like incentivize developers to marry themselves to their platform exclusively, basically trying to have like their own console wars between these platforms of Steam versus Epic Games Store. So they would like steal away developer titles to go to the Epic Games Store through incentives. And it didn't work because Epic Games Store itself is just not a great platform. So people don't like to use it willingly. Very few people choose Epic Games Store over Steam. So it hasn't beaten Steam, and it's kind of a joke that's gotten a lot of resentment because of some of their tactics they use to try and compete. Whereas Steam doesn't really do any of that. It just kind of sits there fucking lollipop in hand and does nothing and is winning. All these other platforms spring up and usually just run themselves straight into the shitter. So Steam just always prevails in the end. And that does put it in a position where it is like a soft monopoly. And again, it's not Steam that's doing that and putting that fear of God in you. It's just gamers choose Steam. So if your game's not on Steam, they might not be buying it at all in general. They might not even give it the time of day. So like it's very interesting because again, Steam, at least not anything I've ever seen, has never really tried to do anything to be a monopoly in the PC gaming space. They've just always been really convenient, like user focused and like first and foremost just accessible to developers and users that they are just the best service.